think your explanation makes sense about the Bible. So let's just focus on Islam, if that's okay.
All right.
Okay. So the Prophet and Islam. What's your main problems?
Well, first of all, is he a prophet? You just, I respect you, you're a nice person, but sometimes I cannot hold myself from your rude. It's okay if I'm rude with you. Do you allow me?
I guess
Can I use the word stupid? Please, let me use it. This is stupid because how in the world you say to me, what the problem with the prophet? Shouldn't he be a prophet first? I mean,
okay.
the guy, he came to us and he said the sun set in murky water. He will go him with a prophecy. How does that make him a prophet? I mean, this problem with this guy, Muhammad, he cannot keep his mouth shut, and the more he talked, the more he made poo-poo. And the Jews, they came to him and they asked him, tell us about Zulqarnain. The guy, he took the trap. And they made him believe that Zulqarnain is a prophet. That's why he started talking about him as if he's sent by God. But Zulqarnain, Alexander the Great, is a bisexual. This guy is sick. He sleeps with men, and men sleep with him, and he sleeps with women too. So how in the world this person became a prophet of Allah, and he sent him, and Allah gave him victory, and then he kept going until he found where the sun set. Where the sun set, Yaqub? Can you tell me?
Where the sun sets?
Yeah, where the sun set. Here we go. It says, حتى إذا بلغ مغرب الشمس. Until he arrived at the place where the sun set. Where is that?
Give me 1 second. Let me just look at Ibn Kathir. 1 second.
Ibn Kathir, remember, Ibn Kathir came 800 years after Muhammad, and he was trying to refute the Christians. At that time, Ibn Kathir is like you two today, Ibn Kathir, he found that the Christians in Syria are making fun of Muhammad like shish kebab. So he tried to fix it, This is not the answer, because if you want to get really an answer, get an answer from somebody who was close to the time of Muhammad, or Muhammad himself. You don't get an answer today from somebody whose name is Mimi Hijab. Get an answer from somebody who was in the time of Muhammad. You understand? This is why we read what Peter say, not what the bishop say today, correct? Okay, what bishop, I can be a bishop. Now I can say whatever I want, but people will not listen to me. Because who is the one who more close to understand is the one who was there, right?
Yep.
So when your prophet, he said, until he reached the sitting place of the sun, who was talking?
This is Allah talking.
Exactly. So Allah is supposed to, he became a news agent, and now he is going to tell us about Zulqarnain. That's why it says in verse number 83, and they ask you about Zulqarnain. Who is the one who asked him? And the Jews, as usual, they make fun of him, and they get him into a trap. Say, I shall recite to you something of his story. Okay, wonderful. Verily we established for him in earth. Suddenly Zulqarnain was victorious by Allah will. Why? Any Muslim can tell me why? Why Allah established for him victory? Because he's a Muslim. And then we gave him the means of everything. Who is the one who gave him? Allah. Who is the one who gave him the men to sleep with? Allah. Who gave him the men who sleep with him? Allah. Who gave him the soldiers? Allah. So everything's coming from Allah. And then he followed away. Okay. Until when he reached the sitting place of the sun. What is that? The sun set everywhere. What do you mean until he reached the sitting place of the sun? Because simply, Muhammad the Fool. There's a story written by a guy. His name is, have your name actually. His name is Yaqub. He's from Syria. He wrote a fiction story about Zulqarnain.
You mean, is it the Jewish one?
No. This is a Syrian Christian from Syria. But this is a fiction story. It's like now you make a story. You put George Bush there, But the story is not real. It's a movie,
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this guy, he wrote a story about Zulqarnain. And in the story, he built it down. Muhammad, in the moment when they asked him, they could not answer. Then he found out about this story, and now he is copying that story, claiming that Allah is the one who told him. So he reached the sitting place of the sun. He found this sitting in a spring of black, muddy water. Go, Yaqub, help me. You're a prophet.
No, you're right. I just had a look at a hadith about Ibn Abbas asking about the same place of the sun. Okay.
So you're still convinced that Muhammad is a prophet? When you say to me, what the problem with Prophet Muhammad? Shouldn't he be a prophet first?
So what's your thoughts on the Quran? Do you think it rises, or what are you saying?
My friend, this is a very stupid book. I mean, look at this. And then he found this where the sun rises. And not only that, like as an example, just to show you the stupidity. I mean, this book is written by a very foolish, stupid man. If I say to you, you ask me a question. Those who slept in the cave, how many there are, Christian friends? I will say to you, okay, because I don't know the answer. Some they say there are 3 and their dog is number 4. Some they say there are 5 and their dog is number 6. Some they say there are 6 and their dog is number 7. Some they say there are 7 and their dog is number 8. Some they say there are 9 and their dog is number 10. Some they come tomorrow. Some they say there are 10 and their dog is number 11. Some they say there are 11 and their dog is number 12. But shouldn't you tell us how many there are? We got it. Some they say, some they say, some they say. What do you say? The answer is, Allah knows best. Like, what the heck? And not only that, to make it more bigger, he says, few people know the answer. What is the answer? Read it, chapter 18, verse number 20 to 22.
No, I can see that, but you see here, the point of the message is that the number is irrelevant.
No, my friend, no, the question is, no. You see, why the number is irrelevant? If you are mentioning it, why you are saying some they say 2 or 3 or 4 and their dogs? Second, what kind of Arabic is? The Muslim, they say the Quran Arabic is perfect. I never heard of somebody saying they are 3 and their dog is the 4th. This is false. In Arabic, you don't say that even in English, because dog is not a human. For the dog to be number 4, you have to be the same kind of the previous 3, correct?
It's just like saying, for example, my family, and including your dog as part of the family.
No, you can see, but you don't say we are, you don't say, and we are 3. Like, let's say you and your wife and your son, and the dog is number 4. That's not listen, language is false, because the dog is not number 4, for he is number 1 between dogs. So if you are counting a human, you count a human. If you are counting apples, you don't say 3 apples and 1 cat.
No, but the point is, the moral of this, what the verse is telling you very clearly.
What is the moral? I'm saying, what is the moral?
I will. It says, your Lord knows best the numbers, none but a few. So debate not about the numbers. That's exactly what we're doing, because it's irrelevant, except with clear proof. Okay? And consult not any of the people.
First of all, where it says debate not?
Sorry?
Where it says?
It says there, so debate's not about the numbers, except with clear proof.
No, it doesn't say debate. It says, وَلَا تَسْتَفْتِ فِيهِمْ أَحْمِنُهُمْ أَحَدًا, which means don't ask them. Allah knows. There's no debate. Don't ask them. That is tafti. Don't ask them. Allah knows best. Okay, so don't ask them. So what is the answer? Don't ask them. Ask Allah.
The relevance here is that the point of the story is, from my understanding, I'm not here trying to make up excuses, just clear. So the understanding of the story is that if you trust in God and you're God conscious, then God will provide for you.
If this is the purpose of the story, then you should not mention the number. You should not say some they say 2, some they say 3, some they say. You say there's 7. And actually, this is a story, fiction story, written by Christians about a bunch of youth. They were discriminated. And then they went to a cave. And actually, the story is very funny. You know in Islam, the dog is dirty, correct? So how the dog is with them? What kind of Muslim they are? They have a dog. Why the dog is there?
But do you know that in Islam we believe that certain things were halal in the past and then God forbid them?
No, dogs is dirty. It doesn't matter if you forbid them or not. Like the dogs that before Islam they were clean and after Islam became dirty.
No, they were permissible.
Okay, but listen what happened.
Just like alcohol.
Okay, well, it says here that, according to the story here, that the dog, he opened his arms. Do dogs have arms?
No, they don't.
Okay, so the dog, he stands in the front of the cave and he opened his arms to do what exactly?
Yeah, okay.
No, I'll tell you what, to guard them, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but this is an army. I mean, an army following those people, and the dog will stop the army?
No, it will alert them.
Huh?
You know, it will alert them.
But if he alerted them, he will alert the army too.
Yes, but it gives them opportunity to run away.
They already inside the cave, they can't run away.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
But what happened, my friend, the Arabic word is not kalbahum, it's kali'ahum. Kali'ahum, they're a provider. This is an angel. An angel in the Aramaic story, there's an angel. He opened his arms to blockade the cave. Angel can protect them. Doesn't matter how big the army is. Do you agree?
Yeah.
So here it says kali'ahum, not kalbahum. Kali'ahum means their provider, their protector, and that is an angel. The one who wrote the story, obviously is written in Aramaic, he got confused. He thought that this is kalbahum. And actually, even some Islamic interpretation, let me see if I can find some for you, says this is the same. It was kali'ahum, not kalbahum. Here we go. Let's see. If you go to different verse, let me show you here. You know, Muslim, by the way, they are the last one to know their books as usual, but this is nothing new. If you go to this verse, yeah, this is true.
Why will you say that?
Because each time I speak to Muslim, I say never heard this before.
Okay.
Chapter 21, verse number 42. What is the Arabic word here?
Sorry, are you showing it on YouTube or?
No, this is in Quran. Chapter 21, verse number 42. Do you know how to read it?
Sorry, are you showing your screen or not?
Yeah, show on the screen, yeah.
Okay, I can't see it. Just give me a second.
Huh.
Let me open up on my side. So it's 21?
Chapter 21, verse number 42.
Okay. Tell them, O Muhammad, who protects you during the night or the day from the most compassionate Lord.
What is the word protect you here? The same word we're talking about. Look at it. This is the Arabic word. So this word became a dog. I mean, what a funny religion. So how Muslims even understand the book? Where they get the reference from? Simply, the Quran is full of Aramaic words. They have no idea what they mean. And it was confusing. There's no dots, there's no tashkil, there's nothing. So, okay, you know what? This is maybe kalbahum. But it's not kalbahum. It's their provider, their protector. Actually, there's a reading of the Quran. You know the Quran has many reading, correct?
Sorry, say that again?
There's many reading for the Quran, correct?
Yes, that's true.
All right. If you go, as an example,
yeah, sorry.
Tafsir Ibn Hayyan or whatever al-Andalusi or Adwa al-Bayan fi Tafsir al-Quran, you know, there's many tafsir. They will tell you that there's a reading. It says وَكَالِئَهُمْ. Let me show you. Here we go. This is Adwa al-Bayan fi Tafsir al-Quran. It says here, let's see. The page is very hard to show. Okay, to show you here. This is Tafsir Ibn Hayyan. It says وَكَلْبُهُمْ بَاسِطٌ ذِرَاعِهِ بِالْوَصِيدِ وَقِرَاءَةٌ وَكَالِئَهُمْ بَاسِطٌ ذِرَاعِهِ. So there's different reading for the Quran. Which one? It says كَالِئَهُمْ, not كَلْبَهُمْ. There's a huge difference between their dog and their provider or their protector, which is the angel. So the angel, he opened his arms. That makes sense. He opened his wings to protect them. He's an angel. And he is standing firm to protect them if in case of the army. He's carrying not a dog. The dog, actually, they should hide the dog because the dog will bark. And if he bark, the army will hear. You know, they are in a cave. They can watch from the small hole of the cave. They do not need a dog to arm them, you know. But if they have the dog barking, maybe he will chase the soldiers. Hey, I'm here. You know, so the dog is not useful now. But the truth is that this is Kari'ahum. And this is one of the things too about Muhammad. What kind of God he sent him? Similar reading. What do you think about this? You claim that your prophet is a prophet. Did Allah send Musa? As a Muslim, you claim Musa is a Muslim, right? Okay, did Allah send 7 Torahs to Musa?
No.
Okay, why? Why he did not send 7 Torahs to Musa, but he sent 7 Quran to Muhammad?
Yeah, this is a good question. Yeah.
No, your prophet explained. He says, my people are not capable. Is that correct?
No, I know this reference, but I mean, it's a good question because that doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense. That's when you already don't agree Muhammad is a prophet.
No, I didn't say that.
You just said it doesn't make sense. Right? And do you know what happened now if we believe that Muhammad received Quran in 7 Quran? Think with me. Yeah, I'm showing you the hadith in front of you. I'm showing you the hadith.
Sorry, let me just read it. The Prophet was present at the pool of Beni Cliff. Jibreel came to him and said, oh, sorry. You're changing it?
Yeah, because there's many. You know, I just opened the one have more full story. Some of them they are very short. Some of them they give more details.
Yeah, okay, let's see the short one. No problem.
Yeah, go read this one. This is the screen.
Yeah, you're still moving it? I think there's a delay.
Yeah.
Allah has commanded you to recite to your people the Quran in one dialect. Upon this, he said, I ask from Allah pardon and forgiveness. My people are not capable of doing it. He then came for a second time and said, Allah has commanded you that you should recite the Quran to your people in 2 dialects. Upon this, he again said, I seek pardon and forgiveness from Allah. My people are not able to do so. He came for the 3rd time and said, Allah has commanded you to recite the Quran in 3 dialects. Can you slow down a bit, sorry?
So what is the excuse? You want more Quran?
No. The excuse here is that the people
are not capable, correct?
Capable,
okay.
Yeah.
Capable mean what? What do you think? Quran? Quran is a language, correct?
Quran is a language.
Language. Okay, it's a word. So people are not capable of what? Obviously understanding, correct? Okay. So how the Muslims say that the Quran is perfectly made by Allah and Allah is the best author? And who can make Quran like this Quran? The Quran say? And then we find that I need to write my book, rewrite my book 7 times in order for Abdul to understand what I'm saying. I have many books. Imagine I need to write my book as an example, the deception of Allah. If I wrote the first time, people understand. Then I wrote the second time. in a different way. Still people understand. People say to me, Christian Prince, your book is really horrible. We can't understand what you're saying. So I read it 3rd time, and then still didn't understand. Habibi, Christian Prince, Habibi, your book is, we can't understand Habibi. So Christian Prince, you read it 4th time. Is it okay 4th time? No, Habibi, we don't understand Habibi. Okay, 5th time? No, we don't understand. 6th time? No. 7th time? So Allah, he had to rewrite his book 7 times in order to make his words clear. That is the worst author ever in history. Are you there, Yaqub?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
You see how good your God is? Man, he is so good in writing. He needed to write the Quran 7 times so people, they might understand. And who is the one giving advice? Muhammad. The one who does not know even how to write, how to read. Allah is taking advice from the illiterate about how his book can be good or not. Look like Muhammad, he used to work in, like in those magazines who do make a study of some books, like, they make an article about them, if they are good or not. So Muhammad is saying Allah. Allah, what are you talking about? Once, I know my people are stupid. You have no idea. You need to write it again. Okay, send me a second one. Allah says, oh, okay. Well, Allah, you go to the office, you write a second time. I mean, have you ever, is that a bazaar? This is a bazaar. You go to buy falafel, you sit in the falafel, how much? You say to you 100, you say, come on, 50. 50 is too much. Okay, 45. I mean, this is God, this is a man, he's a prophet. How come Jesus did not receive the Injil 7 times and his people don't understand? That means either the Muslims are so stupid and the Christians are so smart, or the whole story is a fabrication. And what kind of God he cannot write his book to make it clear from the first time?
Okay.
And hold on. If I ask you right now, are you, don't the Muslims claim now that the Quran is so clear and most of them they use the Quran of Hafs?
Yes, we use the Quran of Hafs.
Okay, so Muhammad was a liar here, because if Muslims they claim that the Quran of Hafs is perfect and we understand it very well, so why Muhammad keep asking for more Quran and my people are not capable? Imagine, a person who speaks Arabic is born in the Middle East, not a foreigner. He needs 7 Quran to understand the Quran. A guy Abdul from Pakistan, he did not know Arabic, he don't speak Arabic, he never heard of Arabic, and he just, Quran is very clear. And you read the Quran, you understand it very well. Because Allah opened your chest. What the heck? But the Prophet himself, he said that nobody understands the Quran. Even the Quran says itself that there's a part of the Quran nobody knows what it means save Allah. So what's the point of rewriting the book 7 times and still do not understand what he's saying?
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. It's a very strong point. Very strong point.
Yeah, so a very strong point. But are you still a strong Muslim?
so okay.
Emotional damage.